Hearty welcome to God's own country. Do you know that Kerala is called God's own country and you are coming from Devabhumi? The meaning is same, from the land of gods, right? Okay. Uh, this state is called God's own country not because of gods, but because of immense other specialities of the state. And you mentioned some of them regarding the natural beauties of the state, right? And you may identify the rest of them. Okay. You people may be experiencing the land right now a little bit hot because it is summer here. And the state itself is experiencing the most heated condition in the history. Normally our temperature never goes up more than 35 degrees, but now this year it is a little bit higher. But don't worry, this is the maximum, and last day also we got some rain. Have you experienced the rain here? Okay, fine. So my plan here is just to give you an overview of the education system of the state, and if you need, I can mention some of the best practices that we are doing here in education sector, and later on we can have an interaction regarding either the system or the programs that we are implementing here, right? And for better clarification, we have a number of teachers representing various categories of schools here, and if you need, then you can have an interaction with those teachers too. All right. Okay. So I shall give you a brief introduction about the state. So this is our state here in the most southern part of the country, and you are here. Okay. You are here, and you are in the guest house of SCERT, which is close to the office of the SCERT, and this building is meant for training purpose. So we have the residential accommodation facility for more than 150 teachers here for conducting residential workshops, and we have conference halls like this here, and we have small conference rooms also here. Even now, various programs are going on here. Kerala is undergoing a curriculum revision right now. So activities related to textbook revision and preparation of handbooks are going on here as part of the program. And the entire teacher community is going to a training program next week. So the system is hectically preparing for the state resource group training, which is going to be commenced from 29th of April. So these are things going on under this institution, right? All right. So I have noted certain geographical features also there. Kerala has made 3 regions. One is the coastal belt. Close to 600 kilometers of coastal belt Kerala has, and out of the 14 districts here in the state, 9 districts have its own coastal belt, coastal region. And there is a midland, and there is a highland also, which contains mountainous areas. So we consist, the state consists coastal areas, midland, and mountainous areas. Not high as you have there in Himachal, but still we have certain high altitude areas. Okay, there are certain tourist destinations also there in the mountainous area. So why it is called God's own country? You can see that we have world famous coastal regions like Kovalam, Varkala, etc. And we have famous midlands and backwaters in Alappuzha and Kottayam district. People rejoice there, through the boating, using the houseboats there. Have you gone to Alappuzha? No, okay. Oh, you have gone, right. So whenever you get a chance, you go there and, enjoy the pleasure of riding along the backwaters. And we have mountainous areas and plenty of waterfalls. You know that we have 41 rivers originating from the mountainous area and flowing towards the sea. So rich with water, right? Rich in rain, and quite pleasant. The difference between the maximum and the minimum temperature will be almost 10 degrees. That's all. The coolest time maybe the temperature may be 22 to 24 degrees centigrade. No minus, no zeros. Okay. This is again one of the reasons why the state is called God's own country. So this is a brief account of the profile of the state and the 34.8 million population, 859 square kilometers is the 859 is the density of the people, and growth rate is 3.31. Now, tops in life expectancy, you know that, right? 75 years is for male and 80.15 for females. Fertility rate is 1.82. Infant mortality rate is just 6 for 1,000 births, and this is 27 in national level. No, we are very top in literacy, very top in educational, parameters, and top in many other parameters, including decentralized planning. You may wondering why. The answer is just one: education. So, being teachers, what I would like to tell you that education forms the foundation of all kind of growth. So I hope this will remind you of your significance in determining the fate of the state, right? Okay, right. Now this is a profile of the age level of the people here. You know that we are short of females. Okay. No, we are short of, yeah. And this is the literacy rate. You can see the male and female literacy rate, along with computer literacy rates also. That's shown in the dark line. In 1994, we attained 100% of literacy in 1990. Do you know that? 34 years back. Kerala declared 100% literate. Okay, I will give you a short account of how this could be attained. And these are the statistics related to schools: 14 districts, 41 educational districts, 168 block resource centers, blocks as you say, 1240 cluster resource centers. Management-wise number, we have 3 types of schools. We have government schools and we have government-aided schools. That's a different category. I don't know whether there are government-aided schools in Himachal Pradesh. Do you have? No. Now, here, government-aided schools means the schools are managed by either private or agencies or trusts, but the salary of the teachers are provided by the government itself. Okay. The appointment of the teachers is done by the managements with the supervision of the government. So they are not provided full freedom to appoint the teachers. So government will oversee whether the teachers are qualified, whether the teachers are having proper efficiency to handle those classes. Now we have private unaided schools, 4,192 private unaided schools, and we have 55 central schools, including 1 Sainik school. So this is the category-based number. Primary only schools, then primary schools with upper primary only schools, primary with upper primary and secondary or higher secondary. We have several types of schools, several mixtures I would say. Primary only, primary plus upper primary only, right? Then primary, upper primary and secondary, upper primary plus secondary, upper primary plus secondary plus higher secondary, secondary only schools, then secondary plus higher secondary schools. We have several combinations. Altogether, So on the right column, you can see the total. 16,701 schools. This is the, relative, yeah.
Yes, sir. ये क्लास डिवीजन किस तरह से वो प्राइमरी कौन सी क्लास है अपर प्राइमरी क्लास
In lower primary classes, our entry age is 5, not 6, like in other states. Still, we are keeping that in 5, but I don't know what will happen later. Right now it is 5, and in our lower primary school is from class 1 to 4. From 5 to 7 it is upper primary, and from 8 to 10 it is secondary, and 11, 12 senior secondary. We call here higher secondary. So this is the structure and this is the division, right? And this is the relative share of government aided and unaided schools. So government aided schools are greater. Nearly 55.6% of the total number of schools is government aided, and 36.2 covers government schools, and there are 8.20 unaided schools. This is the relative size of schools, and it's the gender parity index of 2 years in all levels. These are basic educational indicators. I don't know whether you need all these data or not, but this will give you a brief glimpse how the percentage of entry is there. Enrollment ratio is almost 100% in primary and upper primary, slightly low in secondary and higher secondary. That is the difference. Now, regarding dropout, I would say that there is no dropout at all. You can see the digit, and the column below indicates the national level. You can compare that. So the column below shows the national level of dropout, and the column above shows the state dropout level. So I have shown you the enrollment rate, and this is the transition rate. So 100% is transferred from lower primary to upper primary, and almost 100 is moving to upper primary to secondary, and there is a slight shortfall when it goes to secondary to senior secondary. Why? Because this is not actual. This is the UDICE data, and there are some other data which is not covered by UDICE. After class 10, some children are moving to ITIs, some children are moving to polytechnics, and they are not counted here. So this 84.8 is not the actual percentage. That may go up to 95 when you take that data also. But that is not been covered in UDICE. That is why you notice a shortfall here. So this is the growth in public schools in recent years. We have noticed within 5 years we have noticed an increase of more than 8 lakh, close to 9 lakh of people in public schools. This is because of some of the developmental initiatives taken by the state government. I shall talk to you about that later. And this is the data from the UDICE regarding infrastructure in government schools in Kerala. You can see the status of boys' toilets, girls' toilets, drinking water, ramp, electricity, playground, and library. And yellow shows the lack. Now, I told you that there are. I told you that the basic thing which determines the development of any state is education. And Kerala witnessed, several phases of educational development. The state is special because of several things. Do you know that this is the state where a communist ministry came into power through election for the first time in the world? No. This happened in this state in 1956. A communist government came into power through election, through votes. we are talking about election at a time, you know, tomorrow is election here. The state is going for election tomorrow. See, this is the minister here who revolutionized the system of education in Kerala. He was a professor, Joseph Mundasheri, and in 1958, he initiated an act in the Assembly of Kerala, which is called Kerala Education Act, which made education